Raiders, what's cracking, man? It's your boy Dirty live in the basement once again with the late night show. And we back. Tonight, we're going to talk about 4 players of value with production. You know what I mean? Tonight we're going to have a nice little roundtable discussion. I got a couple of people pulling up. We're going to talk about a couple of things. You know what I mean? Hope everybody had a great day today. Let's see. Who we got in the building tonight? Terrence, my boy, what's cracking with you? Nonstop Writer Podcast. What's the deal with you? Hopefully everybody's having a great day. Reddy Cortez, what's cracking, man? Hope you have a blessed day, my friend. Ren, what it do? Hope you having a good one. Raiderette Vanessa, what's up, sis? Hope you had a blessed day. Hope all is going well for you. Big Daddy's in the building. What's good? What's good? Mayhem's in the building. Thank you for that, brother. I greatly appreciate that. Jose, my boy, in the building. Hey, look, I had to run to the truck. I had left the package in the truck. I had to run to the truck real quick. That's why I kind of sound like I'm out of breath. To run to the truck and get the package real quick. But we're going to open that in like a hot second, bro. We're going to open that in a hot second, bro. Hey, shout out to Jose Ortega, man. My boy shot me something in the mail. You know what I mean? We're going to take a look at it today. We're going to see what it is. I know what it is, but you don't know what it is. But it's dope. It's dope as shit. Terrence, my boy, what's the deal with you? Problems in the building. Shout out to my boy Problem. You know what I mean? Boy got fire-ass beats. Sultan got some beats, but my boy got some fire-ass beats too. Raider Tide, what's cracking with you? Hope all is doing well. Kevin's in the building. James is in the building. Tsunami's in the building. What's cracking with everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, I got a special guest that I invited to come talk with me tonight. You know what I mean? Y'all know him very well. He's coming up in the game right now. He's doing things. He got some shit that's about to crack off. He'll tell you about it. I don't tell a man secrets. My boy, same name, but just Dirty Low. Dirty Low, what's cracking with you, brother?
What's good, brother? Good. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. You know, I appreciate you being here, man. You know, I appreciate you being here.
It's good to be appreciated.
Most definitely, man. But I want to open this package real quick that I got from my boy Jose Ortega, man. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah. Out of Stockton. Out of Sacramento, California.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Even put my name on it, man. I can't show you my address too much, man. I can't show you too much of my address, man.
You got to shake that. Put the blur effect on that shit.
We'll see. Hey, if I blow up, y'all know it's Ortega's fault.
I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be like, yeah, so about the show. Hey, salute everybody in the chat. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Most definitely, man.
All right.
You take it out the bag so you can see it better.
Oh, what is it? Damn, this thing's all crooked and shit. Fucking dope. That is dope. So he made that, or is that his brand or something?
Nah, I asked him the same thing. Nah, somebody blessed him with it. He don't wear beanies. He ain't from LA. So he's like, hey man, you know, I don't rock with the Dodgers. You know, it's got the LA Dodgers, it's got the Raiders, you know what I mean, blended together. So my boy shot it to me, man. Much appreciated, much love. You know what I mean? I greatly appreciate that for real. So shout out to my boy Jose Ortega once again, man. You know what, man?
Rock it for the night.
Go ahead.
You can have it. I don't want it.
You wasn't getting it no way. You wasn't getting it no way, man.
I can turn this phone off too. Shit.
Hey, yeah, hey, I do like that Death Star cutout you got on the microphone, man.
It's kind of one of the things that I've been wanting to do. Well, I've been doing. I just one day I was sitting here thinking about it. So I'm getting all these different patches. All there are patches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I'm turning around and I'm just buying them and I'm just slapping them on the little stand right there. And I'm gonna try to put a new one every week and then I'm gonna retire it. I'm gonna put it some of these places and just put them up. You know what I mean? All over the place. So.
What's good with you, Junior? What's cracking with you? Yeah, man. But man, like like I said, the show's about 4 players. You know what I mean? I want to talk about 4 players tonight that can bring good production. You know what I mean? And great value. You know what I mean? So their contracts aren't extremely expensive. We can get them for a nice, good price, but their production value is one of the things that is really crazy. And one of the dudes, it's a possibility. If the team, if this team lets this guy walk, I really don't know what it is they're thinking. You know what I mean? But if he walks, man, we have got to go after this dude. Ladies and gentlemen, got somebody else backstage I want to bring out real quick. Another invited guest to speak on this topic with me today. Because it's always good to have multiple opinions. You know what I mean? I know you always get the one from a lot of people, but you know what I mean? I try to bring multiple opinions to the situation. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him well. He's the youngster of the crew. He's doing swell over there. You know what I mean? His numbers keep going up day by day, day by day. Eventually, this brother's gonna get to 1,000, and we are on a mission to get him there. Ladies and gentlemen, this dude represents the Dodgers, the Raiders, and USC. Hence his name, SC Experience. What's up with you?
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
What up, nephew?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
What's up, brother?
I'm feeling good, man. It's gonna be a long but good week, man. Long but good week.
Hey,
most definitely. Swin Raider, what's cracking with you? Ozzy, what's the deal with you, my brother? Hope all is well with your mind. Hope everything is good. You know what I mean? Michael, what's cracking with you? But yeah, man. So I went over 4 players today, man. You know what I mean? I looked at 4 players in depth. You know what I mean? I watched their highlights tapes today. I watched their low light tapes today. I looked at the value that they could give to us. You know what I mean? And those 4 players are cornerback Bobby McCain,
Oh,
PJ Williams from the Saints, also another corner.
mm-hmm.
I looked at Morgan Moses. Reason I looked at Morgan Moses, and I know we spoke about him, he is the only right tackle available.
okay.
There's other right tackles available, but they are not worth any of the money that they're going to be asking for, and they present no value. You know what I mean? I looked into Dennis Kelly from the Green Bay Packers. Bro, he's up there. You know what I mean? He's up there. He can't stay healthy. I just don't see him. I just don't see bringing him in. Even though these pieces are depth pieces that I'm looking at, these aren't starters. I'm not claiming any of these guys to be starters aside from Morgan Moses is the only guy who I'm really technically looking at as being a come in day one starter. But I'm not looking for that from Bobby McCain. I'm not looking for that from PJ Williams. You know what I mean? And then the other name on the list that I got, look, if Cincinnati lets this dude walk away, Cincinnati is fucking tripping. But if he walks away from Cincinnati, we have got to go and get this dude. And that's BJ Hill, the D tackle from Cincinnati. So the first guy we're going to dive into is Bobby McCain, right? Bobby McCain had a beast of a year this year, man.
He did.
This dude was like, bro, he flies to the ball. He makes hits. You know what I mean? He's hype. He's a great team player. You know what I mean? Just phenomenal tape when I watched this dude. You know what I mean? I didn't just watch the Washington tape. I watched the Miami tape too. You know what I mean? Because he came from Miami and went over into Washington. So I couldn't just watch one season at Washington, like, oh, yeah, because he got released and then picked up, you know what I mean, by Washington. So there's a reason why, you know what I mean, they let him walk in free agency. So I wanted to see what it was. It came down to the bottom line for them was the dollar. It had nothing to do with the kids' play. It had everything to do with what they could afford and what they couldn't afford. You know what I mean? So for me, I felt like this is phenomenal value. You know what I mean? Do you guys know anything about this kid at all?
From what I'm reading right now, I've watched him over the last couple seasons. You know what I mean? I remember him with Miami and stuff like that, and he was one of their leading solo tacklers. You know what I mean? And he has a bunch of combos too. But it was a trip that they let him go so soon because the only one season he had, like, it was in 2019. He only played 9 games. So the rest of the seasons he's averaging like 15, 16 games a season. You know what I mean? This guy he's right at that perfect age where it's like he's gonna be like but considered a veteran. He's like 1 year under Carr. You know what I mean? As far as McCain's concerned. And he has tons of interceptions. Yeah.
He does have a ton of interceptions on his,
he has 11 of them.
On his resume.
Yeah. And he has what's the total tackles? He's looking at solo. He's
solo tackles a little over 40.
247. Over
total
his career. His career. He had 47 last. Okay, so just based off his last year, he had 63 combos, 47 solo, 16 assisted tackles. Yeah. And then he had 4 interceptions, 63 yards, 1 touchdown. Longest was 3, and then that's pretty much it.
He played 93% of the snaps. He played 1,031 snaps, started 16 games, but played in 17 games. But yeah, man, I mean, phenomenal. Look, and I'm gonna give you his contract details. You know what I mean? What it is he can make. You know what I mean? What it is we could possibly pay this man. So last year he played for. His base salary was $9,995. So almost, $5,000 under $1 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's $5,000 short of $1 million. His signing bonus was $225,000. His roster was $240,000 for a total of $1,460. That's what this dude played for last year for Washington. And this year he's
$1,000.
Yeah,
that's crazy. You said $1,000 or 1.4?
So 1.4.
Okay.
Yeah, 1.4.
They said $1,400. I was like, God damn.
No. 1.4. You know what I mean? He played for 1.4 last year.
Yeah.
His base salary was 9. You know, 900. Not basically, like I said, 5,000 short of $1 million. You know, so per game active bonus was $15,000. You know what I mean? So every game that he played, he made an additional $15,000. So for a total of $255,000 extra bonus money. And yeah, I think this kid is a good, phenomenal piece. You know what I mean? Good depth chart piece. Can come in, can give you some production. He's got 7 years experience in the NFL. He's a hard-nosed hitter. He loves to be around the ball. I really enjoyed putting the kid's tape on and watching him. You know what I mean? Like I felt like, oh, okay, this dude right here, he's got something to offer. You know? Do I still want JC Jackson? Yeah, of course I do. But I'm just looking at how this front office tends to run itself. And it's always been situational pieces for, Ziegler and McDaniels over in New England. You know, I mean, people say, oh, a couple of years it didn't go. Yeah, but we're just looking at the last 2-3 years. They've been situational pieces. They have been taught that you don't always have to have the big name star at every position. You just got to have the right people to plug and play. So Raiders till death. Right now, I'm talking about Bobby McCain. Not talking about any starters tonight. We're literally talking about depth chart pieces. You know what I mean? Pieces that we could bring in for a low cost that's going to still give us productional value. Just in case, you know what I mean, we go and spend all our money on DC and the DA. You know what I mean? We still got to fill in some of these other roster spots. And the people that I'm talking about tonight, they can come in here and fill in a couple of spots that we need. You know, I'm not overly thrilled with the cornerback room. I don't think any of us are. You know what I mean? I know we need defensive tackles. You know what I mean? We need a bunch of those come in for camp. Let them battle. You know what I mean? Bring all the D tackles you can bring in, you know what I mean, for mini camp and let them battle. Same thing with corners. Bring in the corners and let them battle. You know, build up this defense because what Graham wants to play, these cats fit in really well. So that's Bobby McCain. You know what I mean? You got anything to add about this cat?
Right?
Anyone?
I am very familiar with all four. I'll tell you that much because I actually, which is crazy, is I actually made a Google slide presentation a couple weeks back, fulfilled with a bunch of people, and Bobby
That was funny,
McCain was
yes.
one of them. And
Yep, I
Bobby
remember that.
McCain, I had here for me. I only went into depth a little bit, which I'm pretty sure you've seen more tape than I did. I'm pretty sure guaranteed. So you're probably more familiar as far as more game film than me. But for me, I put pros and cons for this guy, right? I put his versatility, his leadership, his age. Of course, he's 27. That's still young for a corner. He's about to enter the prime that people technically say the 28 to 30 range right there. All I put as a question mark is, can he compete for a starting role? Can he beat out these other players like Trayvon Mullen? And I think he can. And I think he's very cheap. And I think he's one of those under the radar type of guys in Washington that people are not really looking at because, yeah, Washington did end up falling towards the end. And people look at that. But at the same time, when you look at him, man, this guy's a stud, man. And you could get him for a cheap price, like you said. So I'm all for it. I'm all on board with him. I have
This
no
kid
problems
lays
with
the
him.
hat, bro.
Yeah.
This kid lays the hat, man.
Yeah.
Like he's not afraid to make a tackle at all. And I love that about him. And he can cover. And
Yeah.
see, but like you had your question mark about starting, right?
Yeah.
I don't need him to start.
He could be the second, third option.
I just need him to be that second option. I need that depth piece.
Hell
You
yeah.
know what I mean? I need that piece that's gonna come in and it's gonna be just what I need him to be while our starters get a little bit of rest. He's not gonna give up the big play. He's gonna keep his head on a swivel. He's gonna attack the ball when he needs to attack. You know what I mean? Like, I love this kid, bro.
Yeah, like I
love
said,
this
he's got that leadership, man. So I know he's got that next man up and mentality in case something happens.
Yeah, most definitely.
Sorry, I'm just watching a little bit of his tape right now. He plays free or strong, right?
He can play. He is what we're looking for. He is a hybrid.
He's versatile, man.
He's the versatility.
Versatility.
He can play corner, free, and strong.
That's
And he's not bad at anyone.
Mm-mm.
He's decent.
And for $2 million,
that's cheap.
That's not. You think we'll give him a little bit more or no?
Bro, he's due to this year. His market value is 1.6.
That's crazy.
Okay, yeah, they came out with his market value because a couple weeks back they didn't have a market value for him, so I just estimated.
His market value right now is like 1.6.
For sure. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it.
So for me, I'm like, I like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that. It's a value piece. It's not going to break the bank. He can come in off the bench, still give our defense a still competitive edge because people don't really like throwing at him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People really don't like to throw at this dude at all. So I watched the game that Washington played, and bro, he was killing, bro. He was killing in that game, man. Just the whole tape that I watched him lay out the tight end from the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
across the middle, he laid his ass out, bro.
Yeah.
And another thing that I like is like he punches at the ball.
Yeah.
At the point of attack, he punches at the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember
so when
that
he comes to make that tackle and you caught the ball and you don't really have full control, he's putting a fist in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So not only is he making a tackle, he's also got a hell of a rip move with that fist, like a nice little uppercut. But he holds on to your body with the other arm. So he wraps first, then comes in and tries to take the ball instead of trying to take the ball and then make a tackle.
Yeah, he laid out Schultz. He sidelined Jacobs in the game. He took out Edwards. He's good. He's really, really under the radar, bro.
And honestly, one of the most important things. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry, my bad.
and then you look at he's like 20th on the list.
Yeah.
But then yet he has
the shit out of CD Lamb.
Yeah.
He depleted the shit out of CD Lamb, bro. He had CD Lamb doing somersaults, bro.
he folded him up. I seen that earlier.
And he was killing those Cowboys, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got another special invited guest that I reached out to bring in and talk about these four players. He is extremely knowledgeable about this sport. My guy does not take any bullshit. I love him for it. And tonight he's got the motherfucking glow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't just watch him, you are fucking tripping. Great show that they just put on over there. I know it wasn't long, but content is content. And when it's fire, it's fucking fire. Ladies and gentlemen, my boy, Mr. Philly Phil. What up, Phil?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's good?
Brother, how about you?
Low.
What's up, brother?
You know me. I just got done working on some things in the lab. Got some things on the way. About to give the old channel another facelift now that we done turned another one of them corners. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, brother. I can definitely understand that, man. We were just speaking on the show tonight. We got four players that we're going to talk about. You know what I mean? We were just speaking on one of them right now, the very first one, Bobby McCain, cornerback. And I'm only looking at depth pieces. I'm not looking at any starters tonight. I'm not claiming any of these guys to be starters. Just hell of a value and great fucking production. You know what I mean? And that's literally what all I'm really looking at, because if we go and spend all our money on DA and Carr, bro, we're not really going to have a couple of dollars left. You know what I mean? So these pieces right here, I feel like they fit in. And Bobby McCain at $2 million, I mean, you can't really argue. A backup, a nice clean backup that you could bring in to spell your starters for a little bit. Good numbers, not afraid to tackle. Huh?
You said $2 million?
About $2 million. His market value is about 1.6.
Mm-hmm.
He played last year for 1.2, 1.4. 7 years in the league.
I bring back.
I would snap yesterday. I mean, last year. Sorry.
I'll see that, and I'll raise you something crazy that everybody's probably about to tell me I've lost my mind for. I would bring back Brandon Faison. You'd only have to pay him $500,000, maybe $1 million at that. And if you're talking about strictly as a depth piece, he would be perfectly fine. You don't now is he functional as a starter? Not for long. But if you're not going to have him as a starter, he's only coming on for 10, 15 plays a game, and then you got a solid guy who's not going to cost you anything, who already has who you have tape on, and he should have some familiarity with the guys that are around him currently.
Yeah. Now, Bobby McCain started 16 games this year. He can start, right? He had great statistics for what we're looking for. Let me get back to that real quick. Let me read off these nice little stats he had.
He's young too. His brother
he's
gonna be
young.
29.
Like I said, 7 years in the league. First part of his career was in Miami. They let him go because of constructional dollar contracts. They couldn't afford him. But this kid he played He started 16 games. He played in 17. He had 1,031 snaps. He played 93% of the downs, 63 tackles, 47 solo, 16 assisted with 4 interceptions.
And you said you're bringing him in to be a depth piece? 4
I'm
interceptions.
saying he could be a starter, right? He could definitely be a starter. I'm not saying that he can't, but you bring this kid in for $1.6 to $2 million and let him compete in camp. He's got great numbers. He's got good numbers. So that I'm just looking at the production value. You know what I mean? It matches with the dollar. I mean, it actually exceeds the dollar. You know what I mean? But that he can't really ask for that much money more. You know what I mean? He's number 20 on the list.
He's 30th.
You know, he's 30th.
Yeah, I just counted him up.
Yeah, he's 30th on the list of free agents. You know what I mean? So he's not going to command a high dollar. He's better than Faison. He's much better than Faison. You put their tape on, you watch him. You know what I mean? He's miles and miles ahead of Faison when it comes to this game. You know, he can play corner, free safety, and strong. He played all 3 this year for Washington.
Yep.
So he's a hybrid player, and he doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
And there's only one season where he played less than 14 games, and that was 9 in 2019. So he's durable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's old boy's name again?
McCain?
Bobby McCain. This is the same dude that sidelined Josh Jacobs this year.
Yep. Took out Schultz.
Knocked him out the game.
Flipped Lamb.
Made CD Lamb do somersaults. Bro, he very rarely misses a tackle. You know what I saw?
5'9".
I know he's 5'9".
I thought he was
I know he's
5'10".
5'9".
He doesn't play like that though.
But he doesn't play like that. I get it.
He wraps up.
One of the things that stood out was when he goes to make a tackle, he wraps first and then tries to hit the ball instead of trying to hit the ball and then make the tackle. You know what I mean? So even though he's 5'9", this dude is killing when he lays the hat. He does not play like he's 5'9". He plays like he's 6'1". And he has a very good leaping ability as well. So even though he may be smaller, the good thing about him being 5'9" is that if you have him back in the back playing safety, because he's a better safety than Gillespie, you can't see him. He gets lost. So you end up throwing the ball in the area and didn't know he was there, and all of a sudden he appears. Saw a lot of that in his tape.
2 of his picks were like that.
Huh?
2 of his picks were like that.
Yeah, 2 of his picks were like that.
Oh shit.
Phil looked like he watching the tape and he wants to change his mind, but he's not going to.
That high
yards per completion were 15.6. Average yards per target were 9.7. Both of those were high marks for his career.
Okay.
Now he was in Washington.
He was only targeted 20 times, or 32 times, excuse me. But
that could be fixed with a different scheme.
And
you got a picture that he was bouncing all around that secondary.
He's 5'9".
I understand. There's always a knock on everything.
Yeah.
Hence his value. And that's why
not even for depth piece.
That's why I love having extra opinions. Because everybody's not going to agree. But I just think like I said, I'm really I know a lot of these pieces ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? I may be stretching, but don't be shocked if they go out and they talk to this kid purely based on his tangibles, his stats, the ability of what it is he can do. You know what I mean? Like,
His 40 time was 4.5.
The linebacker
4.5
edition will be up in a couple of days, Circus.
short and slow. Come on,
Huh?
man, you killing me, bruh.
What happened?
5'9" running a 4.5. He's short and slow.
Bro, look. He doesn't appear slow when he puts on the fucking, you know what I mean, when he's playing. He
Yeah,
doesn't
32.
appear slow. We all know test numbers don't always say what a person actually runs. Like I said, I've ran the 40 in a 4.5. You know what I mean? I've ran a 40 in a 4.5. I've been clocked on the field at a 4.4.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fucking Casper.
He might be 5'9", but I heard his fingers are 2 inches longer than normal, so he might as well be 5'11".
Oh my god.
his fingers are 2 inches longer
Too
than
long.
normal.
5'11". Oh my god.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's field fast. You know what I mean? He's not come out the blocks. Look, I see a lot of cats that are extremely fast. They just can't come out the blocks. They're not track stars. You know what I mean? They're not used to coming up out of that stance. I still hate that stance. What wide receiver lines up in the 3-point stance and takes off running?
Can't get a hand on him.
You know, so
Can't get a hand on him. Put a body on him. That's pass interference.
So there's another reason, like, just to kind of debate the whole situation with him. He's only been targeted 32 times the whole season.
That's what it said. Yeah.
Well, I mean that's a good thing. How many times was Hayward targeted? Roughly about the same. You know what I mean? But I mean he didn't give up as much, but he was considered this was his best season.
Towards the end of the season, he was giving up a whole lot.
Yeah. But yet at the same time, if like McCain is over here, you know what I'm saying? This is like he had a down year and they only targeted him 32 times. Come on. That's, it's a decent.
Yeah.
I mean, for a depth piece, I would run it. Or at least bring him in, see what happens.
I think this guy's worth bringing in and giving him a shot in camp to fight for a starting position. I think he's better than Faison. I think he's better than Gillespie at safety.
At the moment.
Gillespie has the ability to be something great one day. But right now, we're talking about somebody with 7 years experience already.
Yeah, you can't teach that.
You know what I mean? You can't teach that.
Can't teach 5'9" either.
5'11".
So I went through the New York Giants' entire roster. They don't have a corner under 5'10". Went through New England's 2021 roster. Only found one corner who was 5'8".
Who was that?
Some dude who never saw the field.
But we're not doing.
Miles Bryant was who it was.
See, I hate when. I hate the term. Oh, what New England did. We actually don't have New England's defense.
No, but you have their personnel. Their front office personnel, a good healthy portion of it.
I agree. Well, obviously, I mean that's evident. But what I'm saying is,
so if they drafted that guy, so that would, I mean, I don't know what else you would look at in terms of indication of what they could do.
Okay.
I just know that I know one of the things that they look for is production and value, not overspending on their roster, finding pieces that can fit in to where they need to be. They don't need the big names.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't.
He
slides in, he fits. Pause. You know what I mean? It's just a thought, brother. It's just a thought, Phil. That's why I brought you over, because I know you got a different opinion. And sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes you're right.
Sometimes. That's how you gonna play me? That's how you gonna play me?
A couple times you wrong. A couple times. Not a lot that I can count, but enough.
It has happened once. I've seen it one time.
You're selling yourself short 3 times. 3 out of 100.
Could have been wrong, but if I wasn't wrong,
3 out of 100, right?
3 out of 100. It was still 3 though.
That's funny.
No, but I mean, even though I'm wrong, I could be right. Even though I'm wrong, I'm still right.
You're right. That's what it's
I'm still right.
I could have been right, but I could have been wrong.
No, but the next player that I had on my list was PJ Williams from the Saints. Another value piece, you know what I mean? Athletic, goes for the ball, willing to make a tackle, and is on a good value price as well. He's looking at somewhere between 2.2, maybe 3 million, maybe. But I like the way this kid plays as well. Likes to attack the ball, will throw his body in the mix. You can find him around the line, blitzing as well.
Yep.
And the other thing about Bobby, like I said, Bobby McCain can play 3 spots. That's another value, another value issue for him. He can play 3 spots. PJ can play 2. He can play free, he can play corner. But I think this is another piece that comes in and can actually compete in camp as well. Quite possibly get a starting position. I really don't have a lot of faith in the cornerback room that we have right now. You know what I mean? I just don't. Like, I really don't. But let's see. This kid had let me make sure I got his numbers. Yeah, got his numbers right here. $3 million, right? 2 sacks, 42 tackles, 36 solo, 6 assists, 3 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, and also has 7 years NFL experience.
Yep. Roughly about the same age.
You get behind that.
I think he's worth bringing in, having a conversation with. Not going to break the bank. You know what I mean? Decent size. Plays with anger.
Did you get there?
But still plays smart, but plays with anger. You know what I mean? And I really like this kid.
Listen, anybody who takes Tom Brady to the house is good by me.
Yeah, most definitely. Anybody that picks off Tom Brady and takes him to the house, bro, I'm happy. Not one of the plays I saw. You know what I mean?
Bro, you got some rookies in your timeline, bro. You got a guy asking me about why is there a shirtless guy over here, but he don't know Bruce Leroy when he sees him.
Who's that?
That's Bruce Leroy. Y'all don't know who Bruce Leroy is?
You don't know who Bruce Leroy is? Yeah.
Come on.
He got the glow, man.
He got the glow.
Sure enough. I want to show you my moves.
Who's the master? Show enough.
Oh,
I am. Kiss my converse.
Say that boy was getting drowned. he got drowned till the glow came up. The glow was like, "Fool, what are you doing? Get up and whoop his ass."
So, how do you guys feel about PJ Williams? What's your thoughts?
I wanted him from jump because any secondary that's over there with Saints, I know they got to get rid of. I'm not saying he's gonna the all in be all, but I mean, for depth piece, I wouldn't mind him because I mean, overall his numbers are pretty good. I mean, he's not flashing off the page or anything like that, but I would honestly, I would take him over McCain, but I wanted him from jump.
He's 6 feet tall.
See, my name's low, so it doesn't matter if it's low to the ground or you know what I mean, or lower than the ceiling. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not really worried about that.
You just have to drop that one in there.
He's all for it, man. 6 foot. He's all for it.
Yeah, another kid that I feel like can play multiple positions. You know what I mean? I look like I'm performing on wax on, wax off. Yeah, no, yeah, I think he fits into a man coverage quite well when you look at his tape. You know what I mean? He plays man really well. He can also play zone. There's not a lot of corners in the league that can actually play both. You know what I mean, and have decent production. So, when he's in zone, he slides in. He's, undetectable. When he's playing man, you don't want to throw the ball at him because your wide receiver really doesn't get too much separation from him. He has great flexibility in his hips. He can get from sideline to sideline. He can get around real quickly with the routes. Doesn't get lost too often. Is not a very handsy type person, even though he's good in man coverage. He's not extremely handsy. You know what I mean? He's good at the point of attack within the first 5 yards. He has a hell of a jam. And like I said, New Orleans can't afford him. New Orleans cannot afford him. It ain't much they can't afford. They're gonna have to let a whole lot of things go. And I think this is one of those pieces that we have got to go out and try and get. If we're talking about building our defensive back room to something that's going to be acceptable, this is one of the pieces you need to go and get. Save you some money and go get this guy. I mean, especially if you can't get a J.C. Jackson. I mean, if you can get 2 or 3 players to equal 1, fuck it, do it. Because if one of these dudes goes down, you got 2 other pieces to help you out. That's one of the reasons I'm not too, big on spending all the money on just 2 players. If them 2 players go down, man, then what? What is our option at that point?
Lost.
So
then we're having a real uncomfortable conversation about contractual obligations, because nobody deserves a whole shit ton of money while they chilling on the sideline. I don't care who it is.
True statement.
Especially if that prevents you from signing players that you need in other positions to be able to keep the thing rolling if one of those 2 players go down.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm looking into these small guys. Yeah, Sean, that's kind of where I'm at. 4 players, 39 million. But I'm really more or less trying to get about 7 players out that 39 million. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get 7 players out that 39 million. Morgan Moses is going for 7.7. Huh?
Where are you getting 39 million from?
With some movement. You know what I mean? With some movement.
I would love to hear it, please.
Some freed up contracts. I mean, things can be done. I mean, Sean's got 39 million. So, Sean, where are you getting your 39 million from? Let me know. Me and Phil both want to know where you're getting your $39 million from.
You still need 10 to sign the rookies.
Yeah, I thought that was taken out already.
Nope.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay. I don't want to pay Gilmore $14 million. I'd rather get these 2 guys.
Yeah,
he's going to be cheaper than 14 mil.
He should be.
Yeah,
he only made 6 last year.
Well, this is off of.
He should be because he's on a decline.
Yeah.
And the plus, I think he's going to just chill over there where he's at. I think he's going to take a little something. And he's going to chill. He ain't coming. It's called manslaughter.
I don't need him.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Everett. Come on.
What happened?
Wow.
I don't. Cliff Branch kick Boostie's ass, really?
Called manslaughter. Ouch.
We in the late night already?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 35, but we're going to keep it rolling.
That's where we're headed, huh? That's where we're going down this.
A little early. We're still in hour number 1.
Yeah, we still talking
It's
about
11 at least. Shit.
Yeah. So that's the cornerback room, right? Those are the two players I was looking at in the cornerback room.
Yeah.
You know, decent value, really good production. Not gonna really cost a lot of money. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go room by room. You know what I mean? The other two players that I had on my list tonight that I looked at, Morgan Moses. He is the only right tackle available. And all the rest of them are not even fucking worth talking about. Dennis Kelly can't stay healthy. These other dudes, I have no idea who the fuck they are. If Fedia is asking for more money than fucking Morgan Moses, and Morgan Moses has played more games and is more proven. So why would I take a chance on somebody who continuously seems to get hurt and doesn't have any stats to put on the damn board? And I'm gonna pay him more money than the guy who I can get for a little bit cheaper? It just doesn't make any sense. You know? So I'm really liking Morgan Moses. I think they need to go after him.
Yeah.
The 7.7 mil, I think we can get him for a little bit less, being that it's Vegas, tax free. I think we can get him for anywhere between 6.5, maybe 7.2. You know what I mean? I know it's not saving a whole lot of money, but a $500,000 save is a $500,000 save. Point blank. You can put that shit somewhere else. You know, you can roll that into an IRA or some shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? Bank that shit, let it sit there and escrow. I don't know. Do something with it. But you know, this is another player that's not gonna break the bank. One of the highlights of the Jets offensive line. You know what I mean? Like without him, I really feel like they're gonna be terrible. But I don't think he wants to be there anymore, and I don't think they can afford him. So I feel like we need to make a run at him and solidify that right tackle position because there isn't anybody else available really. I don't want to pay $10 to $12 million for an offensive right tackle. I don't want to pay that for a right tackle. A right tackle should never make more than a left tackle. You know,
Hey, Eric, what did you have him at? I remember when we were on the other morning, you had pulled him up. What did you have him as? I know you had some stats on him.
As far as what? As far as money?
No, just overall.
Oh, let me pop up the list I had. Hold on.
He had it all broken down and everything. He had height too.
Yeah, and he also, I mean, he's healthy, bro. I think that's one of the most important factors for any player is if they were healthy throughout the whole year and if they played. And he played what, 91% of the snaps at that tackle position. And he was one of the bright spots of the Jets. And you know what? If they do end up losing Morgan Moses to us, it's gonna be interesting how that draft ends up because then you talk about Evan Neal maybe heading to the Jets now at their pick, you know, something like that. So I like Morgan Moses. I'm all for Morgan Moses. I think he's been the only one on my list as well for that tackle spot. And hey, let's get that offensive line going. Yeah, Phil just seen.
What you got the big eyes for?
He just seen some. He seen a ghost.
What you seeing? Inquiring minds want to know. What are you gonna share?
No.
Oh, somebody's missing a hand.
Hey, that's what the Jets organization is gonna do. Blow everything up.
Like, yo,
So
Somebody's
guys,
missing a hand.
I went out of town, and you know things happen.
right? I was like, what
Hey,
the hell? I was like,
That festival was over. That festival was over.
High five! Oh,
That is
oh,
it.
not a party till somebody gets their hand blown
I'm
off.
blown up.
Yeah, somebody get their
Hey,
hand
it's got to
blown
get
off.
lit before it
Fuck
gets
is
anywhere.
Everybody that's got fragments of hand on them, have a seat right here. Have a seat right here. We're gonna try to gather this man's hand back. We're gonna try to gather this man's hand back together.
What's that cat that plays on the Tampa Bay? That plays on Tampa Bay that used to play for the Giants? Was that him?
JPP.
Jason Pete.
No, that wasn't him. That was Yeah, I apologize. I might even apologize. That shit was crazy when I seen it. I was like, yo.
You ain't gotta apologize.
Yeah,
Hey, how you like that hat? Let's see.
that's what it is right there. I like it.
Woo!
You
Fire.
got
By the
over there
way,
on the
screw
other
man
side.
friend right now and the whole MLB shit that's happening right now. It's
Fucking
crazy.
Again, shout out to my boy Jose Ortega for shooting this over to me.
That's fire, man. That's fire.
MLB is weird. You know, every time they
Yeah.
start to gain traction, they do their absolute damnedest to kill everybody's
Shut it
interest
down.
in the
Mhm.
sport.
Yeah.
They had probably the best year of baseball last year
Facts.
that they've had in as long as I can remember, at least going back to probably, and I'm biased as hell, but I don't care, the Giants' first run. But in terms of but in terms of the competition, I mean, the Giants and the Dodgers both had back-to-back historical, not even back-to-back, they had simultaneous historic years.
Yeah.
And then for Atlanta to come out of nowhere and win the whole thing, when was the last? Atlanta hasn't won a chip since way back.
Long. Yeah.
I was like, did Bobby Cox even get one? I think he got one
Yeah.
with
I think
Glad
so.
with Glad and Smoltz and the other one, the dirt ball pitcher. I know. I'm trying to Greg Maddux. There we go.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. I just hope something. I mean, the deadline was today, so who knows?
Deadline for what? Oh,
I heard there was a deadline today or something.
I don't know. The guy's
Pacifico. I got Arizona. You feel me? I can't.
Chamomile.
Yeah, you're gonna drink my Pacifico.
Oh wow. Okay. Shit.
Y'all don't drink Pacifico?
It's been a while, but that was one of my favorites back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And so the last dude that was on my list, and I said this before you came in, Phil. If Cincinnati lets this dude go, they're assholes. But if they let him go, we have got to go and get him. And that, sir, is BJ Hill.
Yeah.
Come on. 5.5 sacks, 50 total tackles, 29 solo, 21
Why wouldn't
assists.
you want Ogunjobi?
Huh?
That's
Why
another one
would
too.
you want Ogunjobi? Why would you want BJ Hill over Ogunjobi?
Because I feel like they got money and they're probably going to want to keep him.
Yeah.
Well, currently they're free. You're talking about 2 free agents. So if you're talking about if he's made available, right now Ogunjobi is available.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna fight harder for Okunjobi than they are gonna fight for BJ Hill.
I think they're going to let him
Remember,
go.
they just acquired BJ Hill in a
Dollar.
trade.
Top dollar on offensive line is where they're spending all their money.
Yeah, but they're gonna try to keep one of those two up front, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly think it's gonna be. Who would you choose if you're the general manager of Cincinnati? Who are you choosing to try and fucking bring back?
I wouldn't overpay either one of those guys, to be honest with you.
I definitely understand that. And BJ Hill's not going to get overpaid.
And they can that type of production they could replace rather easily.
Exactly. That's why I'm looking at a BJ.
That's why I figured that Ogunjobi is what's going to cost more, which is why I figured he would be the one that would leave.
Yeah, I thought that too, but then I also thought they just left the Super Bowl. You're not going to give up one of the top pieces. They even fucking got you there. BJ Hill was nice, but they picked up BJ Hill in a trade during preseason. You know what I mean? He's not under contract to be there. He doesn't really hold that much weight with them. He was an acquired trade. They don't have a rapport. They drafted this other dude.
Plus, he only started 2 games, so it's not.
He only started 2 games. So he's really a situational depth piece that for them that overperformed his value. He's going to be asking for a little bit more money because he overperformed his value. And they can't do it.
Yep.
He's not going to get 6 to 8. He's looking more between 3 and 5. So that's where I got that guy from.
And then another thing too is he has also he has ties with Graham, because before that he was playing with the Giants.
He was playing with the Giants. So knows the system.
They're coming in. Yep.
You know what I mean? He knows the system. We need defensive tackles. We got to get some defensive tackles. Huh?
What about DJ Jones?
Saw him. I didn't like the production versus the value. That's why these players are really just players that they match the production criteria and the value criteria. Either your production is not enough and you're being paid way too high, and that gets you dismissed from the list. Because if you paid low when your production is high, then you should be on this fucking list. These dudes that I'm talking about overplayed. They overplayed what they got paid this year. And the only reason I'm really brought up Morgan Moses is because he's the only fucking right tackle available. Nobody else is available. Not nobody that I want to pay for.
How about Austin Johnson? That's been a guy I've been high on in free agency. He's not that much. Sometimes played the nose. He played under Graham's system. He did pretty decent. I mean, he did pretty good actually.
So thinking about it, year.
He's 6'4", 314. He could play that nose tackle position as well. He's I think he's great, man. He's good against the run, and his size is, man, pretty big guy, man, to have there. So that's been somebody I've been high on. Just wanted to throw that name out there. He's only 27.
But if he's only played 2 years, this is going to be his third year in the league, and he's 27. He came in late or undrafted, or that's what I don't get. Because he came in.
He's a D tackle.
Austin Johnson for the Giants, and he played for the Titans as well.
Austin Johnson.
Yep.
Oh, never mind. I'm tripping.
I got him right here. So.
Yeah, he was
664 snaps.
Mm-hmm.
72 tackles. Hold on. Give me one second. All right, 72 tackles, 4 sacks, and 7 QB hits. And his price tag was $3 million. Yeah, his price tag is $3 million.
Could work.
Just wanted to throw him out there, man.
No, it could definitely work. My other guy that I was looking at was Tuttle from the New Orleans Saints. But he's a restricted free agent. So, I mean, he might walk because they're so far over the cap, they can't afford a damn thing. So, but his numbers was 494 snaps, 48 tackles, 1 sack, one QB hit, really. But it was $593. You know what I mean? It was $593,000, less than $600,000 for a player that, you know, can play a backup role. That D tackle room is empty.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That D tackle room is empty right now.
Mm-hmm.
We need to replenish that room as best as we can. You know, and I feel like these are players that you can bring in for little to no money. You know, I think you could bring in a couple of D tackles for a little under four mil.
It's possible.
You know, that's making great moves at the front office.
Yeah.
That's where my momentum has been the last couple of days. You know what I mean? I see everybody's shows and everybody's talking about the big names and the names you know. Well, sometimes it ain't about the names you know.
Maybe you don't.
There's a lot of players that go really unnoticed that have very, 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 very good production on tape. You just don't know who they are because they're not the big name on that team. But every big name, you know, every Batman needs a Robin. You know,
What about a Super Bowl play? What about a Super Bowl champion that plays 69% of the snaps that nobody's even talking about?
Hey, Hammer, stop hating.
would that be Austin Cooper?
Nope. Sebastian Joseph Day.
Oh,
Played with the Rams. This is his third year. He's cheap. Plays 69% of the downs on defense. Zero
What
special
position?
teams. Defensive tackle. He's the last guy on the list, or third, right next to Tuttle. He's 26 years old too. And he's
Restricted,
at
unrestricted. Isn't he an ERA?
which is
An extended restricted free agent?
it doesn't state right here. Let me.
What's his name again?
Sebastian Joseph Day.
No, he's
Yeah,
a UFA.
combined. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's a UFA.
Okay.
I see it. 341 snaps, 38 tackles, 3 sacks, and 5 hits on QB.
I just looked. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I really don't know nothing about him, but he's actually he's a Super Bowl champion technically.
He is a Super Bowl champion.
I mean,
At 600,500,
hurt?
$653,809 is what he was paid last year.
Mm-hmm.
4 years experience. He was drafted number 352nd overall. He played at Rutgers. Actually, I'm sorry. He was drafted round 6 at 195 overall in 2018. His sport agent is Lunar Sports. His contract breakdown. So 2018, his base salary was $480,000. 2019 was $570,000. 2020 was $750,000. In 2021, his base salary was $2.1 million. Yeah. For a total of $4.3 million is what he's made in his career. He's a UFA. And he earned a 2021 proven performance bonus, but it doesn't say how much it is.
okay.
So if he earned a proven performance bonus, his value is going to be a lot higher than what it states.
What's up, Hammer?
Sorry about that, Daddy. Go ahead.
Nah. What up with you, bro? Salute.
So, looking up on Mr. Joseph Day, so actually his numbers were down considering he only played in 7 games this year. Yes, he won a Super Bowl. He did. I don't believe that he played in it because he was coming off a pec injury. But before he hurt his pec, he was playing at a very high level. So
Yep.
in terms of value versus what you're going to get, that's going to be that is a very likely swinging a home run right there, provided he can stay healthy. He had 3 sacks in 7 games as a defensive tackle. That's pretty fucking good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I was looking at it and I was like, why is it that I hadn't heard of this dude? But, that's
Injuries?
why he hadn't played
Well,
since
also,
November.
you got to figure too. He's been playing behind the most dominant defensive tackle in the league. You know what I mean? So
He was producing up until the time he got hurt, and that's the big story is that he missed 10 games.
Yeah.
That's the story. Those numbers would, because if you throw, even if you double them, you're talking about a defensive tackle with 6 sacks. That's somebody who's commanding now close to $10 million a year.
not with this injury though.
Well,
With his
now-
injury,
now-
he's still looking at half.
He's still looking.
If he paid for 2, somebody's willing to double that.
Yep.
That's going to give him 5. Ain't nobody going to jump up to 10 for somebody who played for 2 for the first time in their whole career after 4 years. I'm not just going to immediately throw you 10 mil and you miss 10 games. That's $1 million a game.
No.
I put on 3.
I was saying that if you took his stats and at least doubled his stats, which would have put him at 14 games, that would start to put him in the conversation. But having come off 7 games, no. He played 16 games last season and 16 games a year before.
It seems like a pickup that we would do.
Yeah, he was on pace. He was on pace to shatter his best. He had 38 combined tackles in 7 games. The previous years, he had 55 and 44. 3 tackles for a loss, where he had 1 and 5 in full seasons.
Yeah, but Everett makes a point too. EC Everett makes a point. He needs to keep in mind he was next to AD. You know what I mean? So that's true. But I mean, he was still coming into his own a little bit.
6'4", 310. That's size that we do not have.
Exactly.
That size we
That
do
is
not have.
definitely size we do not have. But it is next to Aaron Donald, and he makes everybody fucking look good.
And isn't Aaron Donald like 5'9"? No, I was playing.
5'11", 5'8", 5'9".
I'm just fucking with Phil a little bit.
Tackles, right? You know, any defensive tackle at 6 foot only and under 300 pounds is a shrimp.
Right.
And this shrimp is the best fucking player in the NFL.
Little guy. Yeah, this little guy over there.
This little guy is the best fucking player in the NFL.
290 pounds of 5% body fat. You're like, you got to do shit.
Like this nigga's like a little pit bull in the hood off the chain, bro. He's
Damn.
The mean one, not even the one that takes meat snacks.
He just gonna chase you just because he don't give a shit what you got. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's my 4. That's my list of 4 people that I put together for tonight's show. You know what I mean? I put together those 4 players because I felt like, nobody's really talking about them. They bring some value to the team. We can't go out and spend every fucking dollar every fucking year. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to work. Spending all our money on a quarterback and a wide receiver when we need different positions, bro, we gotta start thinking more realistic. You know what I mean? And the reality is, if you spend less and get a higher value of production, why don't you do that?
Just a quick question: does anybody know who has the most cap space in 2023?
Ooh, I do not know.
Can I even be measured right now?
Yes, it can.
At the moment?
I actually have the answer. I was just curious if you knew.
I know the Chargers are up there. They're not too far behind. What is it? The Dolphins or the Jaguars? Is it Jaguars?
I know Jags are up there.
at $153 million under the salary cap, the Las Vegas Raiders have the most money in cap space in 2023.
Oh, 2023.
Yes,
Yeah.
Next year.
next year.
Yeah, next year.
60 of it,
Damn.
60 of off top is that's
Oh
gone already.
shit!
60 off top is gone. If not more, if not 70.
Who?
Nah.
Or yeah, think about it.
Who would that go to? Max ain't getting that.
No, I'm saying the combination of at least 4 players.
He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to hit double digits next year in order to get 20.
Yeah.
But he should be in the 15 to 20 range now.
Mm-hmm.
I said Hunter Renfrow wasn't getting an extension this year, man. A couple of weeks ago. You know what I mean? My boy, Wasted Talent echoed my same sentiments today in his show when he said it would be crazy to extend Renfrow this year. He may not have another 1,000-yard season. If you bring in other targets for him to fuck around with, if you go get a Devontae Adams, that's targets away from him. If Darren Waller is healthy, that's targets away from him. Bro, he's not getting the same amount of targets that he got this year with a depleted roster.
Crazy. You are crazy. Out of your freaking mind.
How?
The slot
Yeah.
the slot receiver under Josh McDaniels averages almost 140 targets a season. Per season.
He still's got to prove he's worth it.
That's almost what? That's 20 more targets than he saw this year.
Still got to prove he's worth it. You got him on one more. You got him on another year. You got him for another year. If his numbers match, if he keeps going up, then you pay him.
So that's if he wants to stay.
Who has the number one most reliable hands in the NFL right now?
Hunter.
Thank you. He's earned it. Extend him.
No.
Pay that man his money.
Money.
He hasn't earned it.
Pay that man his
So
money.
if he has another good year,
he's taking steps. He's taking big steps.
Hold on. No, fuck all that. Hold on. So fuck all that. So Hunter Renfrow in 3 years has shown steady improvement, caught 100 balls, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, and he's not worthy of getting his money because Derek Carr in his 3rd year became the highest paid player in the league.
No, you don't extend Renfrow and take money out of money you don't have this year. You give it to him next year. You don't. You let him play on the contract that he's playing on right now, and you pay him next year when you got money. I'm just saying he hasn't earned an extension this year. He has not earned the right to put the team in a bad situation this year.
So when you extend a player, like regardless of whatever he's making this year, you can't just say, hey, we're going to give you another 3 years and we're going to give you 30 million, but not including this year. It has to include this year that we're extending them from, or we can't just push it back and then progressively get higher towards the back end.
I thought that was the case, but I'm being told no by a whole lot of people that if you extend him this year, that shit goes to the cap this year. Am I wrong, Phil?
Then if that's the case, then Carr's not going to get extended.
So the way it depends on how you word it. The way that you could go about wording it would make him ultimately what you're saying, Dirty, is right. If he gets a raise this year, it counts against the salary cap this year. If you extend him, which ultimately would be just starting a brand new deal starting next season, it won't be on the cap for this year.
Right.
Because his cap number won't change as long as so it would kind of be like how the wording of it would be kind of like how the Chiefs did Patrick Mahomes, because right now he's still on his rookie contract. He can't get paid all his money until he comes off that rookie contract, which should be next year.
And these guys have been doing this thing for so long. They have so many different lawyers and so many different ways to manipulate these contracts to get them to where they need to be. The guarantees are only to just keep the players there to know, hey, you got a job, so work harder. You know what I mean? So it's like there's
Yeah,
ways to word it. There's got to be ways to word it.
It just depends on how they negotiate it. Exactly what he said. You know, it just depends how it comes out. Because I heard also if something's guaranteed, it doesn't go towards the cap.
Right.
That's what I've been hearing. I gotta look more into it.
It can be broken up and spread out. And if it's not guaranteed, they have to set the money aside for it, but they don't have to pay it until he reaches whatever incentive it is that was the trigger.
Look, that was my belief. You know what I mean? And then
oh no, you're good with your belief. Yeah, we're not saying it's wrong.
Telling me I'm wrong.
You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Oh yeah, no.
The base salary is guaranteed money calculated right off the bat. Roster bonus gets added to the base salary. Incentives do not. You have to hit the incentives in order for that to count. But by that time, you're already mid-season, so technically, it really doesn't matter anyway, because you only really have to be under the salary cap before the start of the season. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Now, I have a crazy ass question. What you just said right now. So, as the season goes on, they generate money. Is it based off of per game that they generate more money for the season? So say if they have 150 million, they use 140. And then say 3 games in, they've earned another $30,000 or $30 million to pay players for the incentives and stuff like that. Does it work like that? Or is it like at the end of the season, it is what it is? If you understand what I'm asking.
I was looking at Raiders Caspers, and I was like, a fully guaranteed roster bonus. It does count against the cap.
That too.
Yeah, it does count against the cap, bro. Now you had got halfway through. I'm sorry, Lo. Hit me with it one more time.
No, it's basically like, so does the team make money during the season?
Of course they do.
That goes into the cap?
No.
Okay.
Money that you make in a season is recouping money that you're spending.
So that's where your signing bonus money goes. So the signing bonus money goes into an escrow, and they pay it up front. And sometimes they take it out of the salary cap. Other times they're back alley deals of some sort where guys get paid and numbers don't get reported. I'm not gonna say how or where that happened, but the particular front office that is coming in is known for funny money deals.
Okay.
Right. Most definitely. No, look, I love Hunter Renfrow. Don't get me wrong.
I don't think you do, Dirty.
I do.
If you loved Hunter Renfrow, you would run him his money.
I got no problem paying him. Like I said, when I was under the impression all my years that if you extend a player, it doesn't take effect till the year that fucking contract is dated to take effect, right?
Right.
Motherfuckers kept telling me I was wrong, so I just changed my slight point of view and said, "Fuck it." You know what I mean? I want Hunter Renfrow here. Don't get me wrong. I think he deserves everything he's going to get. You know what I mean? I just don't want it to count against this year. So if they can word it properly to where it's an actual extension that starts next year versus him making a little more this year, I'm all for that. If it's going to take from any cap of this year, I'm not with that because we need other pieces. He's already here for an extra year. Let him play on that contract. You got more money next year. You can give him more money next year.
Now, what I think is the rub is that if you let him play this year, you have no type of contract control over him unless you franchise him.
Now, can I do this? Let me ask you, because I'm thinking start the season with the cap space you're at, and in the middle of the year, give him his extension. So he would have gotten his extension before the season ended. He's here. You know he's going to be here because he signed it, but at least you addressing some other needs with that money. You know what I mean? I'm just. These are just hypothetical scenarios. People
I
get
hear that.
extended in the middle of the year.
They do absolutely, and I just say that, and I think that moving forward, looking at what they have, especially in 2023 on the roster, and looking at what they got, the two players that you need to keep on this roster are Max and Hunter. They're going to be your two guys who are going to be around the longest.
You good, Phil?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you froze up for a hot second.
No, I said you're the two guys that they're going to end up keeping. That it looks like it's probably going to be Max and Hunter.
Yeah,
those are your cornerstone. If your cornerstone wants to get paid now, pay him. He's going to be in your plans for the long term.
I don't think it's that big of a deal with a Hunter. Hunter cheap. First off, Hunter cheap.
Shit,
bro.
Shit. When his agent comes to him and tells him what he should be making, Hunter's going to get a lot less cheap. When your agent comes to you and shows you
right now, you know what I mean, and he deserves his money. Max definitely deserves his money, but Max is going to have 10. He's going to have double-digit sacks this year to get that 20 mil, like you had said earlier. He's going to have double digits, and it can't just be 10. No, it's going to have to be the 12 to 15 range.
12 to 15 range.
He's going to have 12 to 15 sacks to get that 20 mil next year, or more. You know what I mean? 20 mil or more for 15 sacks. That's understandable. You know what I mean?
And even then, they won't be paying him $20 million long. He's going to have to keep up that production, or they'll get rid of him like they get rid of everybody else, and bring him back after he goes someplace else to make too much money.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm tripping on whatever just put. So
Raider Allegiance. The thing get. Oh, I'm sorry, Dirty Love.
No, brother. Please.
No, I was gonna say Raider Allegiance. The thing about it is you're gonna have an extra couple of million next year to put on top of that. You will. You know what I mean? If you start the season and let it play out, you get to week 6 and you extend him, which a contract starts next year. So you can literally ask him, hey, Hunter, look, we'll extend you in week 6. We want to start the season with what we got right now. We'll move forward in 6 weeks from here. Boom, no problem. I could wait 6 weeks for an extra couple mil. Name me somebody who can't wait 6 weeks for $1 million.
I can't.
Khalil Mack?
No, I'm talking about, you know what I mean, not first round draft pick. I'm just being
have,
bro. Being not a first round draft pick, bro. Somebody drafted where Hunter was drafted who was a walk on where he went. He was a walk on. He was a late round draft pick. He's just now starting to blossom. Bro, who can't wait a couple of weeks for an extra couple of $1 million? All right, then you tripping.
with you.
I know. I know. I'm just saying. Hey, I know you Raider Allegiance. Hey, look. If you told me, hey, look.
Hunter's agent can't wait for another couple million. Hunter's agent should, at this particular point in time, now if it was anybody other than the front office, if this was the old front office, Hunter's agent would be telling him to hold out.
Yeah. So check this out. So I'm tripping out on what Everett said. It says you can also add void years. So a 3-year, $40 million deal with 24 guaranteed voids. The last 2 years, no salary, and whatever you give as a signing bonus is divided up by 5 years. That's dope. I didn't know that.
Yes.
But 24 by 5, which is 4.8.
But it also ends up hitting for dead cap if you do it right.
Yeah.
So it means that, okay, dead cap. But I mean, if you're keeping the player, then what dead cap are you getting?
But
what are
when
you
you're adding void years, you're adding void years because you don't intend to keep the player.
using?
Yeah.
You're adding void years only as a way to spread out the initial cap hit, so that the signing bonus or roster bonus, however much money you give up front, gets converted into that guaranteed bonus. So the thing with Derek is that how we all said that if you cut him, you save. Derek's already been paid. His base salary will get broken up. It's in an escrow account where it'll be allotted in 17-week increments, which is every week he plays a game. So he has that broken down and has already been paid. They just don't owe him any extra money on top of it.
Hey, look, MJR. I
So
said
if they were to cut him right now, he already has the
Has that
money,
money.
but
Right.
it'll come off the salary cap.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? So that's
But
where
even with voiding the contract, it's okay, all right, I see
he's
it.
already got the cheese.
They got the
He
bread,
the
it's
cheese.
already there. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
So
Already got paid.
it counts in terms of on the books, but he's already got the cheese.
Yeah, he's already got the money, and then it frees up. If you let him go, then that frees up on your contract.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But he'll
That
still
frees
have
up.
the cheese. Yeah, he'll still have the cheese.
He'll still have paid, but
Yeah.
it'll come off the books and it'll
It'll
back
come
into
off
the
the
account of the team. And that would be like, say, if it's shit was $5 million, that will be $5 million back into us being able to sign somebody else because he's
Right.
already got his money. You know what I mean?
Or
But if
in
he's
this
still on the
particular
roster,
case,
then it's dead cap space.
yes.
That's what dead cap space is meaning we really have already paid this dude, but because it's on the books, it has to
You
count
gotta
against
keep it
what the
there,
fuck
yep.
we're pushing out. Even though he's already got that money, he's living it up, he's spending it and everything. But on our
Getting
side,
someplace else. Yeah.
On our side, it looks like we're still writing him a fucking check.
Right.
So if we let him go, then it comes back.
So scenario. We're gonna have tons of money next year.
Yep.
Projected.
Yep.
What if we just say fuck it, just go over the cap and just get penalized for it and then just fucking
you don't
run
want to
it?
do that.
But I'm just saying though, like, hey, it's a question. It's just a question.
So look,
I was even telling Eric when we were on the show the other day, I was like, dude, like, this is one of the things I want to focus on going into next year. I want to learn all the ins and outs of this, just so I I have like something just to base my any of my arguments off of.
So you'll notice. So if you notice when you watch football, extensions are given after week 6 and 7.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Players start getting contract extensions after week 6 and 7. Okay. That's when they start having those negotiations. You know what I mean? And these are already players who were probably in talks earlier, but nothing really came of it. But they went out there, they've produced, they've shown their value, they've proven the point that the money that I'm asking for is worth me asking for. So that's when teams start giving out extensions. Like, okay, here you go. The good thing about it is that money that they're extending them with comes from next year. Doesn't come from this year. But that player's got an extension. Now he's playing happier. He's feeling better. He's gonna go out there. He's gonna perform more because the team fucking loves him. You know what I mean? He's feeling better. He's playing better, right? And then that money starts the following year. You know what I mean? You can do that all day long. Okay. You know, so once the season starts, you get past week 6, week 7, really the cap don't fucking matter anymore.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Look at the Rams. The Rams went high dollar over the fucking cap to win that Super Bowl. They can afford barely 3/4 of it. They can't even afford 3/4 of their team.
But they're gonna have to
do some restructuring, and depending on players that they've got on these low income deals right now. You know what I mean? You got to remember they've been selling their soul for a Super Bowl for 3 years. This wasn't the first year they sold their soul for a Super Bowl.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They sold their soul to get to that Super Bowl where they lost with Stafford. They sold their soul on that. They sold last year, going to get Jalen Ramsey. You know what I mean? They sold with that. They sold this year, going to get a Von Miller, going to get an OBJ. They chased that trophy, but they chased it so far that they gave up every fucking draft pick they possibly have in early rounds. They're damn near bankrupt on the books because they're over the fucking value. You know what I mean? You can do it in the middle of the season, but you're gonna have to figure out a way to fucking knock it off later on.
So I mean, because so regardless of whatever, they did all that and they pretty much, went bankrupt. They got the Super Bowl, cool. Okay. And there's no guarantee that if we do that, that's going to happen.
Exactly.
But what's going to be their penalty?
They're going to suck for the next coming years. They're going to lose revenue because LA doesn't go to shitty games. If you're not winning,
if the team goes bankrupt, then anybody can come in and swoop it in, or
they're not going to go bankrupt. They're just not going to be able to afford players of high caliber and high dollar figures. They're not going to be able to pay it. So they'll be able to still operate, but they're going to have to operate at a lower level. So they'll have to operate at the level of a Detroit Lions. You know what I mean? For a couple of years until they can get rid of some of this paper and probably try to stack some shit back in. But you can't do that here in LA. LA is not going to support that. That's where they lose. That's where their penalty is. They're going to have a hard time selling their seats. They're going to have a hard time filling in boxes. You know what I mean? It's going to hurt because they just built that stadium. It's only the second year it's only really the first year in existence. Going into year number 2. You know what I mean? They can't afford that. That's a hell of a fucking penalty. It's a hell of a penalty to pay because they're going to take a hit financially. And this sport is about, in the end, for them, it's entertainment. It's about making a dollar. For us, for most of us, it's about the love of the game, the sport. You know what I mean? But for the owners, bottom line is the dollar.
Yep.
So, just thinking logically, okay, so even though they went and spent all this money, and I see what you're saying, Dirty, but if they do that and the cap's going to go up, they still can afford it. So they went all in and still going to be able to put players there because they can't afford it. So it's going to look bad for maybe they might lose a couple players, but for this year, maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just restructure them, and they basically won. They kind of just gambled it, got the chip, and when the goes up, they're still going to be able to play them. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so it's like,
not only that, they have everything that they need to win. They don't need anything else to win. They have a quarterback. They got running backs. They got a defense. They got the pieces that they brought in are pieces that will easily be able to be replaced. Von Miller came in, didn't do a whole lot, but he was there and influential down the stretch.
Right.
OBJ gave you 3-4 games? Gave you 7 games? 3 regular season games, 4 playoff games?
So the way they did it basically is like playing chess, man. They did 3 moves ahead and say, hey, we're going to go all in. We're going to give up this, blah, blah. Who cares? Because the cap's going to go up. So
I'm not saying what they did was wrong. I'm not saying
right.
what
I'm
they
just
did
saying
was wrong.
Let's do that.
I'm just saying, do you want to pay the price in the end? Because Vegas can't take that type of hit. LA may be able to withstand something like that. Vegas can't take that type of hit.
Well,
they got too much invested.
You said that right now, bro. You said that they couldn't because you said that they won't be able to fill the stands because they're going to have subpar players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then they're actually going to be able to basically afford most of them if they just restructure the contracts and put them out.
It depends on who restructures, though. You know what I mean? It depends on who restructures. Right. Remember, it's big tax here in LA. It costs and it costs to live here.
Right. So even in Vegas, it should be even cheaper because there is no fucking tax.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why LA is gonna take a hell of a hit, bro. You know what I mean? LA is gonna take a hell of a hit. These players don't want to restructure, bro. It's expensive as fuck to live here.
Of course.
It ain't cheap. You know what I mean? Like it's not fucking cheap to live here. And they got a lifestyle to maintain, most of these players. So they gotta send their kids to these big name schools with these other player kids. You know what I mean?
And they
Trying to
say,
keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah, but that's only going to be for this year.
Baseball players that getting paid way more money.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? You're trying to keep up with the movie stars and all of this because you're a star in LA. You're a star athlete in LA.
Yeah.
You're on a Super Bowl winning team. They expect you to do this and expect you to do that. Bro, I'm not restructuring my contract. I'm not about to let these people know I'm broke right now, trying to help the team. Look, that's not gonna happen.
But one of the things is about like so everybody knows what everybody's getting paid in this field, and you know what I mean. Like McDonald's, me and Eric won't know exactly what we're getting paid. You know what I mean? Because it's not like public record. If you're really looking into it, this has to be a public record because it's part of the game. So people know that they're going to be broke. So it doesn't mean, you know what I mean?
But see, the thing about it is, people do investments.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just because a team pays me $3 million, that doesn't mean I bring in $3 million this year. I could probably take $1 million of that dollars and invest it and end up bringing in 15 mil.
Yeah.
Off my investments because I plan and strategize properly. You know what I mean? Not saying you can turn, huh?
I was going to say, and see, that's one of the things that I heard that Kraft did a lot with the New England players was not that he paid them a whole bunch of money off the salary cap, but he set them up with his business people, and they made a killing off the field.
That's what Brady did.
Yeah.
That's what he did with Brady. Brady took the low, got set up. Bro, Brady makes 5 times more in investments than he does throwing the damn ball every year.
And his wife was killing everything he made.
His wife was killing too. Yeah. I mean, look, it's not some. That's why I say sometimes it ain't always about the dollar, bro. No. DC got investments too. That's why I say DC's not concerned about the dollar. Just because you don't see his face everywhere, don't mean you don't see his face somewhere.
Yeah.
You know. So
I mean, if we can figure it out, but like I remember me and you had a conversation about Carr, and we're talking when I came up with the crazy ass idea to franchise tag him, kind of do the same shit. You know what I mean? That Dallas did, but if we don't give like say Renfro, like we're this how this whole conversation kind of started was like hey, we're gonna give you another 3 years, such and such. You know what I mean? That right there, bro, like it makes the players uncomfortable, so they want that money regardless of whatever. So even if it kind of goes against it, it's going to be well worth it because, I mean, what is his 3rd year? He got a good solid 4 more years. Why not give it to him? You know what I mean? As long as it works. So that's what I'm saying.
Alpha, I'm good on Ritter. I'm okay on all. I'm okay right now, man. I'm good. Like, let's wait till the combine starts in 2 days. You know what I mean? You're gonna see a lot of you're gonna start seeing a lot of these things that some of us say we see, and other people say that they see, or you don't see. You know what I mean? Because one thing about the combine is every player there is nervous as fuck because this is their chance. This is that opportunity. You know what I mean? This is where you get to see who rises to the actual occasion, bro. Who can arise above all else, bro? If you're a quarterback and you go in there nervous and you don't get out of those jitters and you fuck up, you are going to fall so fucking far down the board. This goes for wide receivers who can't catch. This goes for defensive backs who turn the wrong direction. This goes for offensive linemen who fucking get pancaked. All of that. If you're not 100, bro, it's gonna show. It's really going to show. And that's why I love to watch the combine because the combine tells me, as much as I fucking hate the combine, trust me, I fucking hate the way that it's ran. I don't like the fact that they do the measurements of your hands and the this and the that, and then they put a value on you. I hate that. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? If we was literally playing, you know what I mean, if it was literally based on the performance you put on the field without all these extra measurements, I'd be fine. But all the extra fucking bothers me. You know what I mean? The questions that they ask, you know,
Questions out of pocket.
the
I get
questions
what
are
you
out of pocket that they ask. You know what I mean? The things that they ask of players, bro. A lot of that shit is just out of pocket. You know what I mean? And they're not being treated like human beings. You know what I mean? It's a lack of respect. So that's what fucking that aspect of the combine fucking bothers me. The shit you don't see. You
right.
know what I mean? The what they do on the field, I get that. That's what they got to do. But the shit you don't see on camera, that's the shit that bothers me, and it's a reason you don't see it on camera because it would bother you too. You know what I mean? It would bother you
that
too.
shit is not cool. That some of the stuff that I've heard that they ask, that is not cool.
Bro, it's
Honestly, it's illegal to ask in every other forum. Straight up.
Ask? Like, just giving an example.
Sexual orientation. They'll ask you. They'll talk some wildness
What the
about
hell?
your family. All
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. I mean, it's some really gnarly. Like honestly.
Bro, the questions they asked Des Bryant about his mom.
About a job interview. Forget about a job
What
interview.
did they ask? Because I don't know none of the questions. I just know they do. I just know they do the measurements.
What was it?
They asked him something about his mom, bro.
Yeah.
Because you know his mom was only like 14 when she had it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what they were asking Des Bryant. Go back.
Yeah,
to
they
the
asked
show.
Des Bryant some questions about his mom, man. That shit was
that's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
That's right there. They asked his mom. They asked him if his mom was
literally, and she
was.
was.
No, like that exact question right there. That's
yes.
Yes. What the fuck, bro?
And this is at a job interview, mind you. This is a job interview.
Crazy.
Not like some of the stuff they be asking is like some on-site type shit.
Yeah,
make no mistake.
Crazy, bro.
On-site, like somebody.
Bro, that's mad disrespectful, bro.
That's sick.
That's mad disrespectful.
Shit,
bro.
I would beat the shit. What the fuck?
That's fucking sick. I can't.
Oh, what's up, Michael? I'm sorry. What's up, Michael?
You like chicks? You ever thought about liking dudes who suck dick or all types of just out of pocket shit?
Does it hang to the left or the right?
Real quick, I got another special guest. You know what I mean? My brother's pulling up. I could tell he's happy. That must mean the clock has been punched. He is free to go. I appreciate my bro pulling up. I know it's late over there. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, my little bro from the East Coast. If you're not subscribed, you need to subscribe to the house, the only house, Hammer's house. What's up, bro?
Get him out.
What up? What up?
We ain't punched out yet. I'm still here. I got another hour and a half to go, but I'm on break for like another 27 minutes. So I was like, let me put this shit together real quick and come on in. So what's good, everybody?
What's good,
brother?
I see my son is up there in the top right corner. The Lunchable stacking Capri Sun Kevin.
Yeah.
What, Eric? Is it past your bedtime?
What's up?
Nah, it's only 11:30 out here on the west. He good.
Yo,
he got 7 more hours.
Everybody
he got 7 more hours.
What's good, bro?
What's happening, Ham?
What up, bro?
Living the dream, doing it big, trying to get bigger.
Yo, I'm fucking loving that light in the background over there, bro. That radar light, that shit is fucking dope, bro. Yes. That shit is dope.
I walked into there's a place called JR Sports out here, and I walked in and I was like, I knew I needed something for that wall. Because I got flags and stuff, but I was like, I want something different. The first thing I seen was right next to like had all the Rams like stuff, and I seen that light. I was like, I want that light. I go, you got it? He's like, yep. So it just lit up. And it was just lit. And then now when I bought this one, I put it up. No, but it was just like a backdrop light. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't flashing or nothing like that. So when I got it, I was like sending like, all right, there's no switches. But it works though. It's really, really nice. It's only like, I think it was like $40, 40, 50 bucks.
I'm trying to
That's
figure
not
out.
bad. That's a nice light though.
I'm trying to figure out how to do this shit with the mic because like the mic is all the way over here and it's like way above even where the cam is right now. I'm trying to find a way to like adjust this shit in a weird ass way.
It
So
sounds
you
good.
take it. Oh, so you take your stuff with you now?
It sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you good. You straight.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna start carrying this shit, and I did upgrade. I got my MacBook Pro, thank God.
For sure.
But I was trying to find the videos when I actually used Streamlabs OBS, and I used it like a month ago, and had a little kinks here and there, but I had one setup that was absolutely perfect. I don't know what the fuck I did from a month ago to now, where nothing is organized as it was, and the shit is all fucked up. But I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna try to fix that shit.
Hey Trip, like they have the update for OBS, right? And I updated it. What was it, like 2 days ago? I had the music working. I had everything working perfect to where it sound everything. When I did the update, I can't get it back to the normal.
Yeah, see,
Can't get back to normal. They did
I
some
hate
dumb shit.
updates, bro.
I know.
I check what's being updated before I fucking update.
Because it asked me about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm just skipping. And then one day I was like, you know what? Boom, fucked everything up.
But that is the one thing I do like about my Windows. You know what I mean? When I update, everything stays back the same. You know,
bro, everything got transferred from the MacBook Air. They did that migration shit. Everything got transferred over, the same settings and everything. I don't know what I did with Streamlabs OBS, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna fix that shit. We're gonna start using that when I'm doing the solo shows.
Yeah, I just downloaded Streamlabs because like OBS was pissing me off.
Yo, Eric looks too cool for school with those shades on right now, bro.
Hell yeah. My
Yeah,
God.
so we was just speaking on the combine right now. You know what I mean?
Wait, you called it the combine?
Yeah, I called it the combine. I was being nice, bro. I'm being nice tonight, man.
Come on, tell everybody what you really call it.
I want to hear it.
I haven't heard this.
What's the name? What's the name?
I call it the slave inspection.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I call it the slave.
I've heard it called that before. You're not the first time. You're not the first person, rather.
And like I said, a lot of it's got to do with shit that takes place behind cameras that you don't see.
No, that's crazy
You know what I
that you
mean?
told me that because I didn't even know the
Some
question.
things, like I said, some things that they do are out of pocket.
No, that's yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not treating that person like a human being.
Yeah, poking you and prodding you and looking at and staring at you like that, and you draw. It's kind of creepy. I've heard
bro, like a lot of this shit. Like I said, it's just some of the shit they do is really disrespectful. You know, and that's the problem that I have with it. That's all. I'm not saying that the on-field performances is wrong. That's perfectly fine. But asking somebody if their mama is a hooker, asking a man about his sexual orientation.
Oh, I forgot about all that shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
measuring. Look, if I take a tape and measure your hands, right, and then I measure some other part of your body, you know what I mean, and then I measure something else, and then I go, oh well, he's very, very disproportionate. This is not going to be of great value. What kind of fucking shit is that, bro?
Jesus.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why I say I got an issue with it. It should be based on what a man does on the field, his performance. Point blank. Nothing else. What can you do with the talent that you have in your body? Put it out there on display and let's rock.
Shout out to Twan. Shout out to Twan on the brown crackers.
What up, Twan? What up, Michael?
What's up, Twan?
Michael, I said what's up earlier, bro. What the fuck?
Yo, I think I know we don't have a lot to talk about right now, but I'm thinking about doing a marathon on Wednesday during the day. I don't know. Most of you guys have been subbed to the channel for quite some time. A lot of y'all in the chat have been subbed to the channel. And you know, like when I first started started doing this shit on a regular, you had this one dude that used to come on in. He doesn't come on in as much as he used to, but he's not a Raider fan either. But he pops on in, he shows his love, he shows his support, and that's Beantown Breakdown. He covers pretty much all Boston sports, Patriots, Bruins, Red Sox, all that fun shit. He was actually recently diagnosed with leukemia, and he actually just started treatment today. Like, he's reached out to me. He's come on he's been in the chat a couple of times over the last couple of lives I did. But I think I want to do a marathon, and whatever you guys want to donate, whatever, you could do it via Cash App. You can do it through the Super Chats. But I want to donate majority of the proceeds to the LLS Foundation, which is Leukemia and Lymphoma. It's Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, just to raise awareness for this shit. Because, like, when he told me, I was just floored. Like, we know what I was going through with Pops and everything. He just recently finished treatment. He's supposed to revisit the doctors in May, but this is another thing that's kind of close to my heart because I had an old friend when I was in high school, growing up, like going through high school and shit. He was diagnosed with leukemia as well, and he actually had passed when I was about 20. I was about 21, 22 years old. He had passed away. So definitely something I want to just do a marathon for. And if you guys are down for it, just say the word. I'm off Wednesday. We can fucking get that shit going.
I'll pull up for.
I'll be around. What time you starting?
I'm gonna see how I feel once I get out of work tomorrow, or today rather. I'm fucking stuck here right now for another hour and a half, less than an hour and a half, and then I got to do another 8 hours. I got to be back here at 4 p.m. and I'm working till midnight. I'm thinking maybe I start the shit at 10 or 11 a.m. and run it up until like 4:35 p.m. my time. And then we're supposed to do the Four Horsemen at 10 o'clock on my channel. So, yeah. I don't know. It should just like talking to him today, and he was sending me a picture of him in the hospital and shit. And it's just like, I want to make time to do this, but I absolutely want to do this. Like, shit is just fucked up. I fucking fuck cancer, man. Fuck cancer.
Yeah.
God damn, man.
Yeah, no. My 12-day stream every day is gonna be a new charity. For 24 hours.
Just promise us you're not gonna have any lives like when you're live in the bathroom and shit.
I already told you, man. I'm have people pull up. You know what I mean? If I could take a small nap while the homies talk, bro, cool, great, wonderful. You know what I mean?
Hey, I got you from 5 a.m. and
I'm actually I got some other shit that I'm working on in the background too. You know what I mean? Some pre-recorded shit.
okay, for
I
sure.
mean, as long as I'm live, I'm live. As long as the channel is live and there's
Hey, that's
content
smart.
running on it,
That's
it's still live. Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I appreciate all y'all in the chat. I'm
Facts,
looking
prayers of
right now.
Beantown.
I appreciate you guys, man.
I might put together some interviews for that shit.
God damn.
I might Dirty Raider, you know, Pastor Raider might, you know, Pastor Dirty might come through and with a couple of interviews or something. I don't know.
Pastor?
I've been conversating with Josh McDaniels. I've been conversating with Josh McDaniels.
I still want to know who the fuck Morgan Freeman is.
Doesn't matter.
He's the voice of the Raiders.
I'm gonna remember that.
I'm gonna be the voice of the Raiders from this point forward.
Hey, bro. Look, truthfully, it doesn't matter. If you know who it is, it ain't special. If you know who it is, it ain't special.
Well, whatever. He already promised to read at my eulogy if he outlives me, so we're good.
There you go.
Yo, that's the one thing. I'm dead ass. This is the one thing I've always asked. Like, whenever my time comes, if Morgan Freeman is still alive, I want him to read my eulogy. I'm not even being funny about that shit.
Look,
I think that would
you guys got to ask Morgan Freeman to reveal himself, bro. I can't reveal who it is. But look, if I do the full look, y'all ask Morgan next time y'all see him that if I do the full 12 days, he tells us who he is.
Yo, Circus, I don't look like Khaled. I trimmed my fucking beard because of your stupid ass. Fuck you. Fuck you. Somebody's gonna walk past this locker room like, yo, what the hell is going on in there right now?
What are you doing, eh? What are you doing?
Big fuck you.
The fuck, man? I'm trying to take a nap, eh?
I'm gonna fucking wake up some of these fucking patients next. Watch.
Oh shit.
No, but that's my plan, man. I'm gonna do 12 days. I'm gonna start promoting my shit, putting it out, so it catch wind early.
Fuck each and every single one of y'all.
I'll say it in another one.
That we the best. Fuck all of y'all. Fucking asshole.
Hey, so before you moved into your nice house, where'd you live at? The hood. I'm so
Me?
hood. I'm so hood.
I can't with y'all. Another one.
You be all right, brother. You be okay.
Yeah, I fucking watched this performance during the what was it? All-Star Saturday Night. Yo, that shit was fucking ass, man. Every fucking rapper that was on the stage, he's fucking rapping over like their lines over them. I'm like, shut the fuck up, please. No one want to hear you.
Getting mad
I
like
thought he was a DJ.
You know?
Hey, look, I literally just saw the slam dunk contest.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
What did that
Yeah,
bad?
Yo, that's an hour. That's like an hour and a half of Dirty's life that he's never getting back.
Wow.
These fucking assholes taking 6-7 attempts to fucking get a dunk and could barely get that shit in. That shit was truly the Special Olympics of basketball.
Oh.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Well, at least it's past 11.
You guys want me to be no filter now because apparently I'm too poised. I'm gonna tell you what it is. That shit was the Special Olympics of fucking dunking, man.
Look,
Jesus.
you're in the basement.
Tell him.
You're in the basement. Doesn't really matter what you say.
Holy
You know,
shit.
Just don't do what OG did last night, man. OG was talking about people slitting their wrists.
Oh,
in the tail.
yeah.
I'm like, nah,
Oh,
man.
Oh
No.
yeah.
We're not gonna do that.
That shit happened. I was
bad.
like,
Yeah. I was like,
What?
no, man.
Then, like, yeah,
What
then,
are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Bro?
Right after somebody in the chat said something about it too.
Yeah, it said, yeah.
That's
Yeah, like, bro, no, we're not gonna talk about that.
We're gonna do that one.
That was bad.
All right.
Yeah, the dunk contest was trash, bro. I'm mad.
Hey, Hammer, so if
I'm
we win
looking
the Super Bowl this year, what do we be considered? Would we be the best?
wow. There's a number of y'all that I hope to see in Vegas. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I'm gonna be there.
And I hope to see some of y'all on the football field too, because y'all are really not gonna like me.
Hey, I'll be there virtually.
A lot of y'all are gonna fucking hate me.
We're stacking up the bodies one after one after one.
Just don't let it. I'm telling you now. Oh, Dirty's on the West, right? Dirty wants to play quarterback. Do not let any of your dudes come across the middle. Flag or not, somebody's gonna die. Y'all better have some paramedics on site. If somebody comes across the middle on me, night, motherfuckers.
Just chill.
Stacking them up. And another one.
Why is
And another one. I was gonna say, so after you hit the second one, it's gonna be another one. Are you gonna do another one?
Let's keep sending them across the middle.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
Why is it every time you give a man a badge, he chooses violence? What is going on in the world, man?
Yo, I put the disclaimer out there for several content creators already. Especially because you guys have not been around me physically. Pause.
Major.
Wow,
Yo,
we
when I-
we
yo,
really seen a
I'm
different side of you, Hammer.
yo, I'm a super competitive person. And when I'm on the field, forget about it. All bets are off. I am the most hated person. I used to have teammates that used to be, you good? You good? I used to listen to Rick Ross before every single game. I swore to God I was going to commit a felony. I had to tone that shit
Look
down
at what
for a minute.
Jojo said.
Hey,
Look at what Jojo
Hammer,
said.
Hammer ain't gonna talk to me no more after the game. He's gonna be done talking to me. Like, nah, man, fuck you, fuck you.
Jojo said,
Fuck
watch
you.
out.
I'm
him
like, what, bro?
5'9",
It was a good
motherfucker. Come on the field and talk that shit.
I'm gonna be like, what, bro? It was a good game. We only beat you by 30, bro. It was
Hammer
good.
got to
It
turn
was
into
a good
Vontaze
game.
Burfict in a flag field during the draft in Vegas. Probably.
Right?
You can't be
Oh,
happy for the
shit,
7
bro.
touchdowns I threw, bro. You can't be happy for the 7 touchdowns.
I'm telling you, just don't let any of your receivers come across the middle because they're going to die.
Bro, look, I don't need them to come across the middle. We're gonna run China routes, fades. Yeah. Look, if I got Ray to tape on the outside and you ain't got Honcho on him, night.
Honcho ain't coming out there.
I'm just saying, if I got Ray to tape on the outside,
Unless he's got a bunch of dudes on the East Coast that are willing to do that long-ass drive with him, I doubt he comes out to Vegas.
Oof.
I'm just saying, if I got Ray to tape on the outside, you ain't got nobody to guard him, night.
Hammer head hunting during that game. One head target pause for every DJ Khaled comment.
Jeez.
If I lay anybody out, I'm going to stand over him and say, another one. Just because you motherfuckers want to start that dumb shit.
Hey, Hammer, relax, bro. Just know that I'll be out there on the sidelines just to keep you going in case you lack a little bit of focus. I'll piss you off all over again.
I'll send you
You
by
coming
mail
out
some
there, Phil?
Lunchables, bro. Damn it.
Yo, Eric, come through, bro.
You coming to the drive field?
I don't think
Yes.
so, man.
Okay.
Hit Eric on the quick slant.
Hey, look, hit Eric on YouTube. Then they'll be at home. He's gonna be at home.
Yeah,
He
most
ain't
likely.
old enough to come to Vegas. He ain't
Oh,
old
my
enough
God.
to come to Vegas.
August, man.
I'm
August.
just going just to see this now. Besides playing golf with you, Dirty, I'm gonna go just to laugh. I'm gonna be on the
Yo, can we go to
sideline.
Top Golf?
I'm gonna be high as hell laughing.
Right?
What? It's a
Me and
real
Phil gonna be on the
question.
sidelines drinking some water, just laughing, hiding.
Can we seriously?
Listen,
Can we go to Top
look
Golf?
at these motherfuckers. Look, Hammer is trying to kill somebody. I'll be damned. Look, he said he is out here trying to kill somebody.
DJ Khaled, you know damn well you built to be on the D line. I played D-end and linebacker, so go for it.
Fucking roasted.
You motherfuckers.
That's
I
fucked
can't
up.
with y'all, yo. Yo, I swear to God, JoJo's a fucking antagonist, yo.
Look at his face.
JoJo's a serious
He's
fucking antagonist.
really mad.
Jojo said his daughters is talking.
Yo, I said it before. Y'all say, and this is directly at Honcho, because Honcho's the one that said this on his live. Hammer is too poised. Nah, y'all gonna see the New York in me, and you're not gonna fucking like it anymore.
Oh
Y'all
my god.
fucking assholes. I'm just glad I was able to come on and cause a little bit of trouble. I don't give a fuck. Hang out with Big Bro. I haven't heard from him in a few days. I kind of got worried earlier today. Yeah, you. Fucking looking at the camera like, yeah, you.
Oh my
Man,
god.
see, y'all done got him started, man. Y'all done got him started, bro.
It's 2:55 in the morning and I'm turned up when I should be half asleep right now.
Don't worry,
Hold on.
when you get home,
Well-
you be in the bed.
Hold up. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fired. He's done.
Yeah,
That's
you're
it.
fired. Yeah,
Gone.
you're fired.
You're done.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
You're
home.
done.
Somebody actually made a noise back. They're like, "Hi."
Wow. You were really ready to go home, huh? Really
Why
ready to
not?
go home.
We are somehow gonna do Talk That Shit Tuesday. I don't care if I'm half asleep doing it. The Shields Up members, y'all are up tomorrow for your monthly giveaway. Hammer's House merch of your choosing. So yeah, that shit should be fun. At least an hour and a half. We won't do that shit for, and then I gotta be back in this shithole at 4 p.m.
All over again.
Go and eat some flapjacks. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, I appreciate that, all eyes on G. My Jose Ortega sent this to me.
Oh shit,
man.
You got the plug hooked you up?
Yeah. Sweet.
Y'all saw the crazy ass hat collection, and he hooked me up with 3 rated fitteds.
See nice.
That? Shout out to my guy, man. That shit is fire.
That's fire.
Cool, Kev. Don't tempt me. Hold up.
Oh shit.
No.
Another one.
What the hell was that?
Oh my god.
Another one.
You can't scream that. He don't scream that shit.
Nah, you can't scream that. You
that shit would sound really weird if you yelled that shit
anyway, man. People trying to sleep. You're going to piss some of the nurses off, man, because you're going to wake up their shit, and they've been trying to sit there and play on their phone.
A bunch of them go fuck themselves. They don't do shit in here anyways.
I'm just I know the nurses work hard, especially the night shift, bro.
Yeah.
Not in this place.
Well, shit, my wife does. She's on the night shift, and she's probably watching.
On the night shift.
If she's watching, I love you,
Marvin. All right. I gotta pack this shit up. No, I had to come on in and cause a little trouble for a couple of minutes. Eric is lost for words right now. Look, he got his mouth covered and everything. I think I just corrupted little Eric. Sorry, kid.
So you chose violence today, bro. Never seen this side of Hammer.
Would you? Am I just supposed to? Yo, what's up? What's good, guys?
I'm just saying, bro.
Nah,
I know that you break out of that shell.
I'm too poised. I'm gonna be an asshole now. Y'all woken up an asshole, a New York asshole.
Oh my god!
Y'all in for it.
I told y'all, man. Y'all called him out, man.
If you wanted it, just be careful what you ask for.
That's what you asked for.
I gotta pack this shit up because I'm supposed to be back in the lobby in like less than 2 minutes, and I gotta break all this shit up. So, yo, much love to everybody on the panel. Much love to everybody in the chat. We will be live probably in another 9.5 hours for Talk That Shit Tuesday. Shields Up members, y'all better be there. I already put it in the community post. Y'all better be there so I can put your names in the wheel and y'all can win your Hammer's House merch of your choice. Much love to all of y'all. Continue to stay safe. Wash your hands and your asses. And before I go, can I get a Raiders on 3? That sound good? Because I'm about to piss everybody off at work. I don't give a fuck. I got an hour left. 1, 2, 3. Raiders! See you guys later.
Is there? All right, bro.
I cannot scream in my house.
Yeah, I can't, bro. My niece is asleep right now.
I'm out in the garage. Nobody can hear me.
I just woke up my dog.
My kids' rooms are along the garage. Their bedroom walls are
right next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's on the outer side. Mine's next to the kitchen and the outer wall.
Yeah, my garage is at the front of the house. My master bedroom is in the back. Kids are in the front.
Yeah, all mine are on the other side of the house and in the back.
That's all gonna change. That's all gonna change.
When are you supposed to be getting the new path? Pretty soon, huh?
Probably within the next year or so.
Okay.
Probably within the next year or so. But yeah, I'm getting something. I'm gonna get something nice. Definitely give me something nice.
Yeah, me and my sister were kind of talking about that today.
Yeah.
Because she was like, the house that I'm trying to buy right now. She's like, why do you need all that space? I'm like, I don't know. It's just a one room I can smoke in, one room I can drink in. So I can do you know, one
So
room.
what you do is you get you a room and you make it like a lounge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can do both in there. You know what I mean? You just deck it out with some filters. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Set up a nice little bar, lights, just kind of like what you got. You know what I mean?
Well, see, yeah, this
End
one would be,
table and some chairs.
yeah, this is my main house. So I would move all this to the other one, bigger room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the other room, I was gonna just do all my music stuff from one room, all Raiders, the other one, all music. Yeah, and then just couches and the hookup for PlayStation and everything, Xbox, all this stuff in the living room and watch games. You know what I mean? Kind of what I want to do. But going back and forth, and two houses, two different bills. Hell no, it's a lot of money.
You know how you go to Lowe's and Home Depot, and they got those pre-built sheds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about in my next house. I'm thinking about getting like one of those, but one of the really big ones.
Yeah, the tough sheds. Yeah.
Yeah. Get one of those and just run the power to there, and just let that be the studio.
Yeah, just run a couple outlets in there and just throw a little small little breaker box on it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
Insulate that bitch. Throw a little AC heater / unit in there. You'll be good to go.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be the studio.
So you have to stay tuned, Ricardo. Make sure you click the notifications.
There you go.
There you go. He just lets you know. He just lets you know. But nah, yeah, I mean, you gotta have that space away from the house.
Yeah.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't disturb anybody. You can relax. You can do your studio. I'm not gonna actually make a real studio. I can put cameras up where I want to put them. I can actually sit on the couch. You know what I mean? By then, hopefully, I can bring guests in. We can actually sit down. You know what I mean, and have a conversation versus it just being StreamYard all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm working on a studio where I can actually have people pull up and have a real conversation.
Like a pocket. Yeah.
That's what you're doing in the
Let-
backyard.
Huh?
Or well, that's what you were doing in the backyard.
No, I was cleaning up my mom's backyard for the baby shower. Yeah, I was cleaning my mom's backyard for the baby shower. I don't believe in paying money to rent nobody's hall. Fuck that. Not happening. Baby shower should never be at the park. For what? People get lost. They don't stay together. It ain't real a baby shower. But if you put in a quiet, nice little backyard by a pool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a baby shower. People are engaging, they're talking and having fun. Yeah. So I always throw parties in my mom's backyard because she got the pool. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, she's got the pool. So yeah. I did my 40th birthday there. I had the whole family over. I think it was like 60 people. So kids were in the pool. We had the dance floor going with DJ. It's always a fully stocked bar, but not at the baby shower. But other parties, always fully stocked bar.
Right.
Fully stocked bar. So.
Right, fellas. Well, I'm gonna have to bow out on y'all. It's been fun while it lasted.
Most definitely, my friend. Greatly appreciate
Yep.
you being here. As I always say, man, thank you kindly. If you guys aren't subscribed to my boy, please tell them where they can find you, Phil.
at the Unfiltered Truth. Terrence was kind enough to put it in the chat for me. Thank you, Big T. On top of that, as always, my man Eric Lowe. You know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Brother.
Next time.
Hell yeah.
All right.
All
Have a good one,
All
bro.
right, man. Have a good night.
right, bro.
Yeah, it was a good night.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
good
good
night.
stream, man.
Yeah, I know.
Something different.
Yeah. What is that? Oh, man, that's making my stomach turn just thinking about it.
Hey, PG-13. Hey, hold up.
He goes, what kind of high C did you have?
Damn, in August.
You know,
Hell yeah.
oh man, you guys are enjoying yourselves.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sir. Because that's that bot. Report him.
Srirachi?
So just to recap the show this evening, man. You know, what I mean, we talked about Bobby McCain, corner, value player. You know what I mean? Phil thinks he's short, but that's okay because he doesn't play like it. And we talked about PJ Williams, another corner from the Saints, somebody they're gonna have to let go. Could be of good value. He's tall. He's over 6 foot. Phil likes that. Phil pause, but you know what I mean. You know, and then we talked about Morgan Moses, which is really the only, you know, right tackle really available in free agency, worth going to talk to, you know, and giving the money to. And then we talked about BJ Hill, another player that could walk away from Cincinnati, being that he's not, you know, he's not their main focus. You know, if I had to keep Njoku and Jacoby, if I had to keep ends over Hill, I'm gonna pick. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna pick Hill. I'm not. I'm sorry. So with that being the case, you know, he could walk out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's still a good D tackle. You know, he's got years ahead of him. He can get the production done. You bring him in for a nice rotational depth piece. You know what I mean? Because he's going to give you good solid production. You know what I mean? In a time of need, he doesn't have to be every down. So, you know, once again, man, I appreciate both of you guys being here. Eric, tell them where they can find you, bro, before we roll out.
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm going live in a little bit. It's the SC experience, man. Some car talk. We all love car talk, huh?
Most definitely.
Not this late. I gotta go to sleep.
Yo, if you in the video and you haven't hit them thumbs up, man, go ahead and hit them thumbs up for a brother, man. Like the video, subscribe, do whatever it is you must need to do. You know what I mean? Greatly appreciate you. Hey, Lo, tell them what you got going on, brother.
I got a pretty here shortly. I'm gonna be doing a little show here coming up. Stay tuned. You can reach me at any media outlet, IG, YouTube, Twitch, all at dirt_E_low, and yeah.
Oh
and
shit!
I'm all over the place. So yeah.
I totally forgot. Combine Thursday through Sunday. I'll be live every day, about 7 hours each day. So
Okay.
yeah. If you guys want to pull up, you guys could pull up. It's gonna be me and Coach Dante, and you guys could just pull up and talk at Combine, man.
Chop it up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Most definitely.
Brother, thank you for having me on. I appreciate
Yeah, thank you for having me on, Dirty Man. I appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Yo, Raider Nation, as I always tell you, man. You know, hey, did any one of y'all think about what I said the other night?
What part?
From what you told me?
From what part?
Oh, were
We
you?
talk about a lot.
You guys weren't here yesterday, huh? Were you here yesterday?
Mental health, right?
Yeah, you guys were on the show yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
What was it?
Why do we try so hard to be stars just to dodge comments?
Oh yeah, I did think about that actually. I'm still yeah. I lost a lot of brain cells trying to think too hard on it.
Nah, I mean, I get the premise. I understand it. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like, in a sense, without trying to break it down completely, I try to live very simple, and I think that's what the overall meaning is try to live simple and simplistic. And I try to put a lot of my mental health was overthinking, even though I overthink about certain things, but not in that certain way. I'm like, I'll be okay with the old car. I don't have to have the newest. I don't have to be chasing the best thing. As long as I got what I need, that should be all right. Yeah. So you know what I mean. So when you first said it, I was like, yeah, but you know what I mean. I really have to think about it, but that's pretty much what I came. Just simplicity is everything.
Yeah, simplicity is everything, man.
Yeah.
Look, you can race to be the greatest of all time, man. You know what I mean? And what are they gonna do? They're gonna find a way to fucking knock you down.
Of course.
Point blank.
Mm-hmm.
Happens to everybody. Regardless of the color of their skin, it happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
You reach the top, and all they're gonna do is do their best to knock you the fuck down.
Yeah. So it's like enjoy the ride up.
Enjoy the ride up. Look, don't go screaming for the limelight. Because when you get it, you ain't gonna want it.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest things, man. And I've said this before on your show. Thankful for what I do got, and I'm thankful for what I don't. You know what I mean? That's like you can take it in any way you want to, but that's like one of the biggest things.
Yeah,
what you really think you want, you really don't need.
You really don't need.
Yeah.
But, let me see. Oh, I was watching the Snoop Dogg show. He had Mike Epps on from like 8 years ago. You know the smoke show we do, the podcast,
Oh, the GGN network.
GGN network.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Snoop always asks these questions at the end, right? And one of the questions he asked Mike Epps was, you know, get rich or right? And then Mike Epps was like, shit, fuck, get rich or just enjoy what you fucking got. Shit, huh? It's like,
yeah.
So that's for me. I'm like, bro, like when you hear people say things like that, bro, like a lot of motherfuckers just don't. Some people want to live outside their box, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody's got a box that they, that they belong in. You know what I mean? Fucking, I know it sucks to say it. You know what I mean? But everybody's got a portion of life that's designed just for them. Stop trying to live outside of that.
Yeah.
Keeping up with, hey, look, your box may not be that big, bro. Your homeboy box may be bigger, but you got to think about it. You got a lot more stuff in your box. Your box is full. He got a bigger box, lighter stuff. His box is empty.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Your box is full. His box is empty. But you trying to live in his box because he got the Ferrari. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. As I told somebody, yeah, you got a Ferrari. Great, wonderful. If that car breaks down, what you gonna drive after that?
Yeah.
If one of my cars break down, fuck it. I don't have to take it to the shop. I'll go get in another one. Because I have another one. And if that one breaks down, then I go get in the other one.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because I got another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for your one Ferrari, I bought 4 or 5 cars.
Yeah. Like this whole trip that's coming out, you know what I mean, with the Vegas thing, this is something that I don't normally do. You know what I mean? Like yeah. I'm kind of like I've always just been in this, like you're talking about a box. I'm staying right here, but I'm like I'm doing some shit that I've never done before because I've always done, I've never done anything for me. So this that's why I'm gonna enjoy this year. A little bit of traveling, a little bit of this, and then just you know what I mean, just enjoy it. So sometimes you got to get out that box.
Look, there's nothing wrong with expanding your box.
Right. Making it bigger.
Yeah. Expand it. Yeah. Making your box a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. But so many people live outside the box. Point blank. there's nothing in the box because they live outside of it, trying to keep up with the box next to them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't live outside your box.
Yeah.
If you live in your box, you're full. Outside of it, you're empty. Just like your homeboy with the big box with nothing in it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you're inside your box, it's full when you're putting stuff in it. Like my family, my friends, my hobbies. You know what I mean? My activities. This show. You know what I mean? Like, when I put all of that stuff inside my box, bro, my box looks pretty damn good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I like listening to that J. Cole song "Love Yours."
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be happy till you love yours.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
There's always gonna be things better than what you got, but
Hammer on one tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
I know I seen that
Hammer on
earlier.
one
You said
tonight.
something.
Nah.
Fucking hammer. But yeah.
But yeah, man. So that's what I say, man. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna live outside my box, bro.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I got what's in my box. I like it. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna just continue to add a little bit more things to the walls. You know what I mean? Pause. Add a little bit more to the walls. Pause. You know what I mean?
Like a move. Walls pause. Walls pause.
Somebody runs away with that.
That's good stuff, though.
Michael got problems too.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah, he does. I know he said something earlier, and we were in conversation. Michael, I'm glad that I'm your idol. I seen you, bro. We're good. We're good. You're the apple of my eye, bro. I told him that shit the other day. He's right back.
My box is half full. Some of y'all lit the box for calling.
Oh
shit. Oh shit. Hey, you're misspelling a lot of things, Hammer.
Yeah, I know. He's another one. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm definitely not getting on that field.
Look, motherfucker hit me. It's gonna be consequences and repercussions. Just saying.
Hey, you're probably gonna have to
I might catch a motherfucker walking across the street or something. You know what I mean? Behind the wheel of the car, I might catch him walking across the street or something. I'm just saying.
We're gonna have to have an ambulance out there because I'm having a feeling.
Anybody touch me, hit this, man, I'm an actor, bro. They are fired, bro. Like they're done.
Don't touch the merchandise. Oh man. All right, man. It's that time. Dirty, thank you again, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
It's been nice. Hey, yo, Raider Nation. Like I always tell you, no matter how much it rains, you can never stop the sun from shining. Yo, Raiders, go chase your motherfucking sunshine. We out.
Peace.
Out.